Okay, hi. So PM Modi's speech it has finally ended. He was finally able to speak in the Rajya Sabha, and he spoke about a lot of things. It was a long speech, and I'll just quickly wrap up a short, kind of info about it. I'll make a long video later. So basically, he spoke about like it became a lot more political, and actually in this vicious environment he was not able to speak in Lok Sabha because of the opposition leaders gherawing his. That was actually a very. This is the first time actually, that you don't let the PM speak by obstructing his way to his seat and all that. Now this is actually getting very vicious. Things are getting very vicious. So today he was able to speak in the Rajya Sabha, and he of course spoke about what his government has done and all that, but he also criticized the opposition party, especially the Congress party. He spoke about the rapid economic progress which the government has been doing. He says every all the countries across the world see India as leader of the bandwagon for development and for growth and all that. Only in India, the opposition parties cannot see this and all that. So he's saying earlier India used to miss the bus, but now India is leading the caravan. So he was kind of saying that it's like India is now emerging as go-to place for trade and all. I've made videos on that also, and the recently signed EU deals and the UK US trade deal, the deal with the FTA with the New Zealand, the FTA with Australia, the STA with UK, all of these things are there. So it is actually a fact. Okay. He also said that we have low inflation, we have high growth, economy is doing well. So that was a jibe for people who are saying dead economy. Then he also said that uh, reform, perform, transform. These are the mantras of the Modi government. He talks like Modi government as if, this is something unique I find about him. It's like not my government, Modi, like Modi is someone else. As if, okay. Then he said that, of course, he spoke of mother of all deeds and all that. Then he said he attacked the Congress party. He spoke about that Ravneet Singh Bittu episode, which happened on 4th February, where Rahul Gandhi called him as the traitor. He spoke about that, and he said that such things should not be said and all. And he criticized Rahul Gandhi, of course, for attacking the constitution, the Samvidhan. He says that has been the main main plank of the opposition party, especially for the 2024 election, Lok Sabha election. So he said, but they don't respect it. They don't listen to the president's speech. They don't let. This was budget. This was the. They have to speak on the thanks. They have to give the thanks to the president for her speech and all that. So he was like saying that they do not respect the constitution, and they hold it all the time in their hand. Okay, and all the sloganeering and all that last 2-3 days have been actually very it's like very difficult. Gets very difficult to track the parliament sessions, and they've been very noisy of late. Okay, he also he took a light-hearted jibe at Mallikarjun Kharge. He said he can sit and raise slogans and all that. He was standing up again and again in the morning and shouting and all that. Then he also spoke about. I've already said this. No country was ready to do deals with India in the past, and now they are coming and all that. So it's like he also spoke about PSUs, how PSUs used to be. Like if a PSU, when you speak about PSUs, and we have seen that when we were kids, it's supposed to be dead. It's supposed to be, oh, it's not going to do anything and all that. But now that has changed for PSUs. Also, he said the banks have done well. The NPAs are down to 1% and all, which is actually a fact. If you are an investor, you must be knowing that if you the go-to stocks are the banking stocks. Everyone kind of has them. Banks are doing well and all that. He also spoke about the work which the Modi government has done in the villages, in the rural sector. He spoke about the Lakpati Didis. He spoke about the startups, the normal things which he generally talks about. Viksit Bharat vision, 2047 vision and all that. He said that when we talk about 2047 vision, the opposition says, "Oh, you're talking about something which is very far away of future. Of course, in 2026, maybe you're talking about 2047." But he says that when our freedom fighters were fighting for independent India, they were also talking about something in future. So there are many things which kind of struck a chord, and of course he's a good speaker, but he made sure that he hits Congress and he hits it hard. He also spoke about the Kabar Kudegi uh, jibe which they keep attacking him with, and he used it as we did this, like we removed Article 370. Why they talk about this, that the Kabar Kudegi, because we did this, we removed Article 370 because we are working for poor, they want to bury me, because we want India to become great, that's why they say that you'll be buried and all that, because we want our army to be strong, that's why they are. So this Kabar Kudegi has been a slogan which was actually first, I think, used when CAA was being, the talk of CAA was beginning. At that time, this slogan was raised for the first time in Shaheen Bagh protests. So after that, this has been continuously used by the Modi haters and all that to attack him. Today was the day when he replied to it. In 2026, this was his first speech in the parliament in 26. So this was the day when he actually, I was always wondering, he never replies on that, he never talks about that. So but today was the day, and he has put it very I mean, it's a good usage of that he has kind of put it, use that they want to bury me because I am doing this work, and he listed out everything. All of his the new world order is emerging. That is why they want India is doing well. That is they want no, like we are doing good work. That is why they want me to be buried or whatever. So he's a good speaker, no doubt. His team is good. Whoever writes his speeches and all, and so today was the day when he replied to that. It was a long chunk of his the latter half of his speech. He used this Kabar Khudegi jibe, which of course the opposition has used. He didn't invent it. Of course, there were many other things he said. The Congress party thinks that they have inherited uh, India's PM position and all that. So he also used that. He also said that they have stolen the Gandhi surname. They are not the original Gandhis. They have stolen the Gandhi surname. It was actually a mix of like he always lists out his. Actually, India is always in election mode. Some of the other election is always approaching. Earlier it was Bihar, abhi in the beginning. Now some other elections are coming. So you can say that it was, yes, election ka rally ka speech. So we are actually always in election. So whenever he speaks, he will list out all his um the achievements of his party or what they have done, and some of them which you can actually, okay, now he's spoken about this earlier also. So it was like he listed out the achievements of his government, but he also made sure that he criticizes the opposition, which he always does. But actually, this time the atmosphere was very vicious. Unprecedented scenes. Last 3 days have been. I have seen unprecedented scenes. People shouting, jumping on the chairs and throwing paper at the chair. This have happened earlier, but blocking the PM's chair, not allowing him to come. This is something new. So every time a new limit is being passed, you see, today Modi is the PM. Tomorrow someone else will be the PM. Of course, this is a democracy. So if this becomes a trend, then what will happen? The house will not run. I mean, you want to hear everyone. Okay, so I mean, this is, no limits should be crossed. There are some formalities which have to be maintained. uh, there's some procedures, there's a way of behavior and all that, that I think that should not, no more limits should be crossed. So I'll make a complete video because as it's difficult to remember everything that he said, but I think in a crux I would like to say he replied to the opposition and the viciousness with which they were attacking, and at the same time he listed out his achievements like he always does. Yes, one thing which I would have wanted to hear, that he should have replied to that Naravane thing. I think, which if I missed somewhere or something, he did not reply to that. He should have replied that he, in that book, that unpublished book, he said that it is, they are saying that he said आप जो उचित समझें वो करें. Okay, so he should have at least clarified it, that yes, I said it because I gave the army a free hand. That is what the BJP people are saying, and I also think it is like that only because earlier when that press conference happened after this Galwan thing, then also the army made it clear that we were given a free hand. If you remember, you can go back, you can check videos, that this was even during Operation Sindoor. All the DGMOs, when they were doing that presser, they said that we were given a free hand. Okay, so jo uchit samjhe and all that. So they should have allowed actually Rahul Gandhi to speak. They should not have stopped them, that this is an unpublished book. And of course they were maybe following the protocol because magazines and there are, the speaker listed out that clause that you cannot quote magazines, and because magazines and all, you write on their own, you have viewpoints which may not be truth. So that is a rule, you have to follow rules because you are in a parliament house. So but actually, and anyway, it came out, he did not speak it in the parliament, he spoke outside the parliament. So he should have replied to that, yes, I said this and I meant this by this. Okay, so I really feel he should have done it. He should have finished it off, put it to rest. So this one thing, if I missed out that part of his speech, so maybe he said it, but I think he did not say it. So anyway, so I'll make a complete video about the highlights of of his PM Modi's speech. But really, I'm not liking the way our parliament is functioning now. It for the last, actually not this time only, but for the last 4-5 years, 3-4 years now, things have only got bitter and bitter and bitter. So it should not be like this. We need the opposition, we need the ruling party, because this is how the democracy works, and this is a circle which keeps moving. Of course, the opposition has been in opposition for a very long time, so maybe they have become bitter. But that doesn't mean that you start breaking protocols and all, and start misbehaving in the house, because tomorrow, whenever you are in power, if the other party starts doing this, well, then what will happen? And then we as people, we are actually, this house and all, this is all running on our money. We pay taxes, okay? So we don't want to see all this tamasha that people are shouting, throwing things at each other. Abhi wahi reh gaya, someone will slap someone, I don't know. Okay, so I'll end this live here. And okay, some people have joined. What's your view on that? Or on what? India benefits less than EU countries. In India was this may be shut or negative. No, I don't think so. India benefits less than other EU countries. It is not true. It is opening a market. You should have read the deal details properly. It is like our country, our MSMEs will get a huge market to sell Indian products to them. Like they would be selling to us, we would be selling to them. Also, this Modi government has been, in fact, any government in India, because they cannot, I'll use a Hindi word, take panga with the agri and dairy sectors of the economy. So they cannot touch the sectors. They cannot open those sectors for uh, foreign companies and all that. So it is not true that our India will benefit less than EU and all. So I don't. That is my view. If you have something to share, if you have some other figure or data, do share with me. Okay. And what else? Yeah, West Bengal election. Yeah, so some election and all, something is going on. Tamil Nadu election is coming up and all that. So India is always in election mode. That is why that one election, one thing, one country, one election. I also support that because people should focus on working, not fighting election all the time. Okay, so I'll end this live here, and I'll make a video which will cover the highlights of the PM Modi speech. So till then, thank you for joining, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.